Managing up is challenging for any executive. When you have ADHD, it becomes a strategic chess game. How do you get the support you need from leadership, boards, or investors who might not understand how your brain works? How do you maintain executive presence while being authentic about your needs? The answer isn't hiding or oversharing. It's strategic relationship management. Your boss's brain likely works differently than yours. They might value detailed project plans while you think in creative bursts. They might want linear updates while you see everything as interconnected. Different doesn't mean incompatible. It means you need translation strategies. A chief marketing officer put it perfectly. My CEO thinks in spreadsheets. I think in stories and patterns. Once I learned to translate my insights into his language, he became my biggest advocate. The disclosure decision with senior leadership is complex. High trust plus neurodiversity understanding, disclosure might strengthen the relationship. Uncertainty or concerns, focus on functional workarounds. Low psychological safety, let your performance speak for itself. This isn't a one-time decision. You can start with workarounds and move toward disclosure as trust builds, or you might never disclose and still get everything you need. There's no universal right answer, only what's right for your context. If you do choose disclosure, frame it strategically. Never lead with deficits. Instead of, I have ADHD, so I struggle with details, try, my brain is wired for pattern recognition and crisis management. I've built systems to handle routine tasks, and I partner with detail-oriented team members for execution. You're not asking for accommodation. You're explaining your operating system so leadership can leverage your strengths effectively. Before any disclosure or support conversation, build your evidence portfolio, document your crisis wins, innovation metrics, team satisfaction scores, revenue impact, strategic victories. Let results speak first. A private equity partner told me, I disclosed my ADHD after closing 3 deals in a crisis quarter. My managing partners couldn't argue with the results. The conversation became about optimizing my performance, not questioning it. You can get most of what you need without ever mentioning ADHD. I process best with visual information gets you slide decks instead of dense documents. Walking meetings help me think strategically, gets you movement. I deliver best with clear written priorities, gets you structure. My peak hours are mornings, gets you optimal meeting times. These aren't accommodations. They're performance optimization requests any executive might make. Sometimes your direct boss isn't your best advocate. Build sponsor relationships, senior leaders who see your potential and will advocate for you. Maybe it's a board member who values innovation. Maybe it's a peer executive who appreciates your crisis management. Maybe it's an investor who cares more about results than process. These sponsors become your safety net when direct management doesn't understand your needs. When executive function is low, you still need to manage up. Create a simple update protocol. Status, green, yellow, or red. Wins, 3 bullets. Challenges, brief list. Needs, specific requests. Timeline, clear dates. Send this weekly, whether you feel like it or not. Consistent communication builds trust, especially when your performance might be variable. Your boss learns that silence doesn't mean disaster. You'll tell them if there's a problem. When asking for support, use this framework. Context first. Here's what I'm accomplishing and the value I'm creating. Request second. To maintain this performance, I need X. Benefit third. This will result in Y outcome for the organization. You're not asking for help because you're struggling. You're requesting optimization tools to maximize your contribution. Control your narrative proactively. If you don't define your operating style, others will create stories about your quirks. They're always late becomes they're so disorganized. But if you proactively frame it, I think best while moving, so I often walk before meetings, you maintain control. Share your wins visibly. ADHD executives often undersell their achievements. Make sure leadership knows when your crisis management saved the day or your pattern recognition identified a new opportunity. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, leadership won't understand or support your needs. Document everything for protection. Find peer sponsors for alternative support. Deliver undeniable results that speak louder than any bias. And yes, consider your options, including finding leadership that values neurodiversity. A CFO told me, I spent 2 years trying to get my CEO to understand. Finally, I moved to a company that saw my ADHD as an asset. My only regret was not leaving sooner. Start by assessing your current relationship trust level with leadership. Build your evidence portfolio, document your wins over the next month. Then engage strategically, whether through disclosure, workarounds, or performance conversations. Managing up with ADHD isn't about hiding or apologizing. It's about strategic relationship management that lets your strengths shine while getting the support you need.